Hello, my name is Rain and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a recap of my playthrough of the solo journaling game called The Vanwich. It is available over on itch.io and it's pay what you want, so if my playthrough happens to interest you, feel free to check it out. Since I'm about to enter into a new season and my character is traveling to a new location, I decided to go over the events that brought Elle to where she is right now. I think I want to do this for every season. So essentially, there's going to be like 3 to 4 of these, depending on if I want the 4th one to be like a season finale type of deal. So, let's get started. In week 1, Elle arrived in South Bell where she would stay for the entirety of spring. It's a small community known for its festivals, and the mayor, Stella Best, kind of had a negative interaction with Elle. Elle kind of had like a slip of a tongue with like a bad joke, and it just went really not well. I really liked this week's. I think it started off well with already having a conflict. I'm very big on drama in my games. So one of my big fears playing the Vanwich was that everything would be so positive and have that Harvest Moon everything is okay feel. When I went Stardew Valley, characters are going through stuff, they're in inner turmoil. I love that, so I did like that out of week 1. Week 2 covered an outbreak that happened in South Bell. Elle played detective and deduced that the culprit was none other than Betty Burns, a makeup artist for the festival who harbored a grudge against the people. She wanted to ruin their reputation, seeing as the festival was going to open soon, and she tainted the makeup. She ended up being stripped of her job. For week 3, Elle wanted to get some practice with her magic in, since she hadn't done it in a while. I think at this point, I actually rolled, I didn't roll anything for her magic, so her practices didn't really go that well, but she did get to play around with her hobbies, and I designed her a new outfit for that week. In week 4, Elle's van rolled away when she accidentally left the stick in neutral. By week 5, Stella still didn't really have any positive feelings towards Elle, they never repaired their relationship, but Elle did notice that there was something off with Stella, and there were rumors in town about the mayor being involved with drugs. So Elle confronted her. If I remember correctly, I did roll for this and I got a success, which I was very happy about. Eventually, Stella admitted to the truth and then she got help. After what happened in the previous week, week 6 had Stella reach out to Elle about a problem they had. A merchant came into town and revealed that the storm they'd been having swept away his cargo. Using her magic, Elle successfully saved it. At this point, over a month had passed, maybe 2, I'm not good at math, but the festival was finally in full force in week 7. They had everything in order and it was running smoothly, but Elle nearly lost control of her powers, and this is actually a hook that I wanted to dive deeper into. Thankfully, she regained control before any problems happened. During week 8, a few of the festival merchants' vehicles rolled away. This introduced 2 new NPCs, Suzanne and Philip. They basically went fast and furious on the vehicles, and they managed to stop them, but they destroyed the merchandise inside, and this caused conflict in the town. In week 9, a weird illness spread throughout South Bell. Elle tried to use her magic to cure those that were infected, but she actually failed. So she wrote a letter to the MWU Academy asking for assistance. Miles, a fellow student of Elle's, lost control of his magic during week 10, and this caused a blizzard to form over South Bell, and it ended up doing a lot more damage than I thought it would do in the upcoming weeks. Now we skip over to week 11, where Elle and Miles worked together to stop the blizzard. 2 rolls were made, and Elle failed the first one, and the second roll was for Miles to try and control the blizzard, and he actually succeeded, thankfully. With the blizzard gone, they started to rebuild what was destroyed. Week 12. By this point, South Bell still suffered from the blizzard, and Elle wanted to do something to boost morale, so she decided to hold a festival for the townsfolk because Miles was the one who technically started the blizzard. Elle recruited him to help. While working on decorating the festival, Elle wanted like a piece of herself into Elle wanted to bring a piece of herself into it. And so a lot of the decorations were heavily inspired by her use of magic and her experiences at MW Academy. So now we're in the final week. This is week 13. South Bell still hasn't fully recovered from the effects of the blizzard, though Elle and Miles continued to work to repair what they'd done. Elle wanted to do more for the community, so she decided to help out a family in need. With them, she performed magic, she created toys, and played games with them. I believe I even put she helped cook and clean their home. And then in the end, she ended up donating a large amount of her supplies to them to help out. So that's it. That's the entirety of Spring for my Vanwich solo playthrough. I'm going to be taking a hiatus from this game while I work on a few things. Until then, I'll be playing another solo game. This one is a bit spooky and it's like a murder mystery. And I've already done a playtest and it's been incredibly fun. But here's kind of the things I plan to do for this game, the Vanwich, over my break. I want to go in and flesh out the world a bit more. I feel like the more information I know as a player, the more absorbed I can be inside this world. While the game does a good job at giving you enough to get started on the world, I want it to kind of be my own, kind of my own version of the world. And yeah, I also want to go ahead and pre-make a few NPCs. I want these characters to be important to Elle. By doing this, I think it'll help me get more excited to introduce NPCs in general, and also not have me have to build build them on the fly. And this way I can also put more thought into them and just not feel rushed and stuff. I'm debating if I also want to do this for each town we go to. Just go ahead and have just a bunch of pre-made NPCs. But I'm still debating on that one. With that said, also I kind of want to have Elle have a partner. I was kind of thinking of, what's his name? I already forgot his name. I was already kind of thinking, Miles is his name. I was thinking about Miles kind of being that partner originally when I was playing. But I think I might make a new one, or we'll see. I might just roll. Or if anyone is watching this and they want to throw in their characters, just to give me a personality and a short bio. And give them witchy or wizardy elements, and I might put them in instead. I don't know. I might have to make a few changes to make sure they fit into this world that I'm gonna be slowly crafting, but I think it'll be fun. And I think that's everything. As always, make sure to stay hydrated and cool. This summer has been really bad. So please be safe, everyone. Bye-bye.